Hi and welcome everyone. Today we want to talk about anxiety. And if you're an anxious person, I'm here with you, so am I. And anxiety already was on the radar for all of us before COVID. And COVID certainly didn't help in terms of anxiety. And actually going out now and engaging more into personal activities again, I can really feel how anxiety is rampant right now. Have you noticed that? I certainly have. People are anxious. They're not sure if they should mingle or not. They're dividing opinions about this whole opening versus non-opening and everything that's associated with it. And anxiety is a really, really big topic. And so let's talk about this because it's super important. I want you to understand if you suffer from anxiety, what we need to do and where to look. Because there's a lot of things that we learn or hear about anxiety and what helps. And all of this, of course, has its credentials. But I want you to understand a concept that is really fundamental and that might help you in getting your anxiety under control and coping better with situations at hand. And you've probably heard me say it before and also heard it somewhere else about the fight and flight response that we have when we're reacting, right? So when in ancient times we were running away from the tiger and our body would launch a cascade of hormones to enable us to run away, provide our muscles with glucose so that we can actually run or outsmart the tiger in some way. So that was beneficial for our survival. So these days we don't really have a tiger chasing us, not so much, most of us, but we have replaced the tiger with our modern life, right? So just think about deadlines, bosses, parenting, busy lifestyle, lots of demands, lots of heads, right? So we can replace this one-on-one with the tiger. So all of these things are chasing us now, and the body reacts in the same way like it always did. It's the fight or flight response. And that is actually something that happens in the body. It's a cascade of hormones that follow sort of a blueprint. They trigger each other so that we can survive. So we're still doing this, right? We're hardwired to react that way when there's anything threatening us. And it's not the tiger anymore, but it's other things that our body feels is threatening to us. Even though our personal life is not in danger, we are reacting in the same way, right? And so now you've probably heard about anxiety in terms of behavior therapy or talk therapy and things like that. And so here's something that I really want you to understand, because we can think about anxiety, but we cannot think our way to safety. That's really what my mentor really taught us over and over again. You can't think your way into safety. Because that's not how we're wired, okay? So if we think, we should feel fine because there's really nothing threatening us, we understand it from a logical point, but our body launching the hormonal cascade does not understand that. So there's a difference between what we think, like the thinking brain, and our what I call body brain. That's where the body launches its cascade of hormones to keep us safe. So that is a body reaction. If we are just going and we're talking intellectually about anxiety and why we shouldn't feel anxious or we should feel anxious, it's valid, it's non-valid, there's not really a problem, there is a problem. Whatever we're thinking, we are not engaging with the part that actually launches the cascade of hormones, right? So it's the body response that we need to look at and that we need to talk to if we want to reduce our anxiety. So there is this theory out there that's a lot in the in the news in my world these days. Maybe you've heard of it. It's polyvagal theory. And that really talks about this phenomenon that anxiety is a body reaction. It's a body reaction versus a mind or an intellectual reaction, okay? And our main focus is really bringing our focus back to our body and engaging with our body so that it understands that we are not in danger and that we can relax, okay? And that we can stop producing all these stress hormones that are floating around in our body. Okay, so this is a different approach because with talk therapy, we cannot really achieve that because we're not connecting with the body that actually does this to us, okay? So now what to do about it? So this is part of the metabolic energy reboot in the stress chapter. This is what we're really focusing about. This is what we're talking about. We have to get into our body if we want to reduce the anxiety, the jitteriness, the excitement that we have that does not feel very good. We need to connect with our body. And there are different ways how we can do this. But I just want to give you something very short and very brief so you kind of know what I'm talking about. So for example, if you are tensing your muscles and if you're sucking in your belly and your shoulder gets very rigid, that kind of feeds the body's response of I need to fight, right? You're tense up and getting ready to fight whatever is coming. So in order to release the body cascade of hormones, we just try to relax everything. And it's counterintuitive. And maybe watch yourself when you're super anxious. You might really hold your belly in, or you might curl up your toes, or you might make fists. Something in your body is probably pretty tense and tight. So what we want to achieve here is to just relax, right? Relax everything that is super tight. So for example, if you let your belly hang, let it hang out over your pants, over whatever you're wearing. Don't forget about how it looks, okay? Just let it hang and let it loose. Because here's a fact. You can't really feel too anxious, or your body cannot be too much into fight or flight mode if your belly is relaxed. Because a relaxed belly is a sign of I'm safe. I'm safe. I have nothing to worry about. I can just, go on with my day as I see fit. Okay. So if you feel like you're super tense, try to relax that area and just see how it feels. And you might feel an immediate lessen of the anxiety and the stress. Okay, so we don't want to be rigid and hold on to our muscle. No, we want to relax. We want to relax our belly, our fists, our toes, whatever it is that gets super, super tight. Okay, so that is just one thing. Of course, there are other things. So we can connect. If we're not really connected with our bodies, there are ways how to get there through meditation, through tapping. There are a lot of things that helps us to connect again with our body. And this is really where we need to start working on our anxiety, is giving our body and allowing our body to relax and to feel safe. Right? So working on the body's safety is really what will help us best when we're dealing with anxiety. I mean, yes, we can take medication for it. We can certainly do talk therapy. We can take supplements to calm our nervous system. We can do all of these things. And I'm not saying that they don't work. They work for some people, okay? So if that works for you, please do it. But if you feel like this is not really what works for you, or you don't really want to go that route, it is really about working with your body and giving your body the permission to feel safe with how you approach your body in that situation. Okay, and again, this is all part of the metabolic energy reboot, the stress chapter. I teach you how to get back into your body, how to feel safer. So all of these anxious feelings leave you, depressive feelings leave you, the energy drain, the energy suck leaves you. You know, we can achieve that with a profound body work. All right, so I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Tag some friends if you feel like someone else should know about it. We're always happy to have you in the group. We're constantly growing in the Heal group, which I like, is awesome. So please, if you've seen this, give me a thumbs up or heart or whatever. Give me a comment so I know that you see this. And I wish you a wonderful day. Bye.